Hi everyone, this is Masechet Berachot, and this is fifth Mishnah in printed editions and ninth Mishnah in Maimonides. So over here, it's not so many differences between only besides one word, the last word. In printed editions, it's Kol Yemei Chayecha Le'avi Liyamot HaMashiach, which is clearly wrong. It's not how it's grammatically should be. It's correct in Rambam's edition, Le'avi Et Yemot HaMashiach, which is accusative case in Hebrew, requires et. I'm not sure what's the cause of this mistake, but in Kaufman edition it is also Et Yemot HaMashiach. Let's move to next chapter. It's actually very interesting over here in manuscript is Haolam Haba, which is somebody tried to add but it's clearly wrong, because in Olam Haba it's like spiritual world, not physical. You cannot do any mitzvot over there. But let's move to Mishnah, second chapter. I'm gonna skip all the Mishnayot that don't have any differences. So first Mishnah does not have differences. Second Mishnah does not have differences, and it's good. I want printed edition to be correct. I don't want any mistakes. It's less arguments and less problems with dealing with it, but it's very important to point out. In this Mishnah and third Mishnah, second parak, it is very important to point out the gersa of, and Rama is very consistent with it, be'otot, be'ototeha, not be'otiyoteha. No, in the Rama is very consistent to not add yod when he spells it in Mishnah Torah and in Mishnah and Pirush Mishnah. I think actually in Pirush Mishnah it's otioteha, but he's careful in Mishnah Torah and in Mishnah to write without yod, because this is the ot, which is letter. Its plural will be otot. Let's move on to fourth Mishnah, also no differences. In fifth Mishnah of second parak, it is printed edition has, and it's like three Mishnayot that have same pattern, that when as halacha to not do something, and then Rabban Gamaliel does it, and that people would ask him, but it did it. Printed edition has Talmidav, his pupils, and they address him Rabbeinu. In printed edition, it's not in printed. In Rambam edition, it's not like that. So let's read. Chatan patur mikriat shema b'layla harishon ad motzei Shabbat im lo asa maaseh b'Rabban Gamliel shekara b'layla harishon שנשא אומרו לו תלמידיו לא למדתנו רבינו שחתן פטור מקריאת שמע בלילה הראשון אומר להם איני שומע לכם לבטל ממני מלכות שמע אפילו שעה אחת. So groom is exempt from reading Shema in the first night of his marriage till Motzei Shabbat, if he did not did the action coitus. Maaseh Rabban Gamliel was a story, or I would say Galachic case, whatever, Rabban Gamliel, that he read Shema in the first night when he got married, and the pupils told him, "You didn't teach us that that our master, that Chatan is exempt from Shema at the first night." He said, "I do not listen to you to cancel from me." I don't know how to translate good this word levatel of malchut shamayim, a yoke of heaven, from me even one time, anytime. So now in Rambam it is Talmidav and Rabbeinu is missing. I assume it's because we're talking about over here public presence. He's in public wedding, everybody is there, not just pupils. So it's kind of public question addressed to Rabban Gamliel. So it would be wrong to say Talmidav, and for this reason Rabbeinu. Same thing is in next halacha, where he is washing, taking shower or taking bath would be correct. It's going to bath, so people see it and they tell him. So I guess it's the thing. That's the reason that this Talmidav is missing from Mishnah, but as you can see, it's missing, and it's missing also in Kaufman manuscript. Chatan patur mikriat shma b'layla rishon ve'ad motzei Shabbat. Im lo asa ma'aseh b'raman gamliel shenasa he got married ve'kara b'layla shenasa. Then the night that he got married, omru lo lo lemnatanu shachatan patur mikriat shma. So again, there's no Talmidav, no Rabbeinu. As you can see, it's very consistent. Same story is with the Mishnah 6, halacha 6. He Talmidav, Rabbeinu is missing from Rambam, and the word over here, shovel asur lerchotz, milerchotz in Rambam, and so is in Kaufman milerchotz. That's the from taking bath, and I think this is a language of Mishnah and how it's correct. Seen it a couple times before, and so is over here in printed edition. I guess the printed edition, so that it's missing context and added Talmidav and Rabbeinu. If it added Talmidav, it had to add Rabbeinu, which is clearly not present in Mishnah printed edition, not printed manuscripts and Rambam edition. Over here, and we're gonna see over here is Tanchum Aleim Omru Lo, again no Talmidav, no Rabbeinu. In the Mishnah 8, there is differences. It's occurred before also, but I don't know why I decided over here to point it out. Rambam always spells, and in Mishnah Torah, lekrot without aleph. Over here it's actually, look, Hatan Ratzai lekrot kri ad shma, it's ad shma in Rambam. But in any case, this is added word, and lekrot spelled without aleph. That's how it should be. Shma Laila Rishon, it should be grammatically correct, Belaila in the first night. So let's see manuscript that is exactly like Rambam, and it's proof that his girsa is good, and that's what we should stick to. Hatan im Rotze lekro, over here it's Rotze, in the present, over the Ratza if he wanted. I guess the verb is in the past, but it's a meaning. Lekrot Echma, like in Rambam edition, Belaila Harishon, so that's how correct reading should be in Mishnah. This is the second chapter. Hopefully we're gonna go to third chapter in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.